So Vsyarn is a vertically integrated water business, and we're interested in providing our client base an end-to-end service, whether it be from consulting at the start of a mine site all the way through drilling, testing, and then on the back end, which is proprietary assets that look to manage aquifers. As a growing organisation, the operations were growing exceptionally fast, almost exponentially, and then the systems were getting left behind. We were maturing systems, but they were a little bit behind. I'd used the ERA multiple times before to great success, so it was a very low-risk decision bringing ERA in again.
And he invited us in to have a look at all their expenses, and we went through all of them one by one to see where the biggest opportunity was and the ones which he had thought were the most crucial to their organisation. They had some issues with data in the initial parts of the business, and we were able to go through the data and help them identify where we might be able to be of most assistance.
The work that Grant did in his analysis allowed us to move forward about 18 months. But this meant that we could implement the procurement strategy far earlier than we would have ever been able to do without ERA.
What we did was to analyse what they were spending, how they were spending it, where they were spending, how often they were spending, and we then took it to market on their behalf. And then we managed their engagement with the supplier that was chosen.
Now, the procurement strategy in and of itself isn't just about buying cheaper, and ERA is not about buying cheaper. What it's about is that holistic view of the group or the organisation or a particular task or a particular area, which means that we get a full benefit of working with vendors and optimising our business and optimising our spend with those key suppliers. And an example of that has been where we've bought cheaper, that's part of the equation, but we've also been in partnership with yourselves and with them to look at the number of deliveries, for example. So our sites were receiving upwards of 1,500 deliveries a year. We've now moved that down to 50.
The immediate impact that we've seen is the consolidation of the number of suppliers they were using. You don't get the best deal from multitudes of suppliers. You get the best deal when you use one supplier, you have a relationship with them. And we've seen a huge change in the way they are ordering and the frequency with which they place orders and receive orders.
It's about how do we work better with our key partners. And part of that is the solution that ERA brings by getting that interaction, not at the transaction level, but at a deeper understanding level, where you truly become key partners with your vendor groups.
When you have relationship suppliers and your business is growing, they can be prepared for what your growth is going to be in terms of what they're ordering in for you and, and managing the pricing. The bigger they are, perhaps you get better pricing going forward.
And I think that's the benefit of working with ERA. You know you're going to get a quality product no matter who you're talking to. And the other piece is the depth of specialisation. So you can call on people internationally, you can call on people on the East Coast, and you still get the same great result.